welcome to another exciting episode of the Andre The Beast Crayton Show. Man, look, I'm sitting next to two beautiful women. I'm going to introduce them starting on this side first. This is the new podcast sensation host, the Lauren Friedman Experience, in-house all the way from New York. And on this side, Indiana's top, let me throw it like it is, Indiana's top recording artist. I know you want that body to hold 9 yards. Rave the Baby's in the house.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you for being on the show today. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with Lauren first. So Lauren, you're here from New York and you're talking about promoting your new podcast coming out hopefully 2024, the Lauren Friedman Experience. Tell the viewers a little bit about that.
So the Lauren Friedman Experience is about my personal healing trauma story. It took almost 40 years for me to figure this out. It's whole mind-body connection, finding peace as a possibility, as well as finding out all the ways that my body was holding on to things. So I have all these amazing stories. I have all these ways to help people heal, whether it's a B2B solution for businesses, for consumers, and also eventually I'm going to be standing up a pediatric complex trauma foundation. It's going to be lit AF.
So when do you plan on releasing? Your goal is probably what, 2024?
Yeah, by the end of this year, it's going to be up. Maybe sooner. You never know. Tune in to find out.
Is there a big need for this? Like, why all of a sudden the interest in doing a podcast? I know you talked about a lot of the trauma and stuff, but did you really, what was the need for it? Did you feel there was a need for your voice?
I mean, I've been sharing my stories for a long time, and people have always been really receptive to it, and it's always helping them heal or find new ways to either motivate themselves forward, whether it's in any type of situation. So through a series of events, I've always known since I was a little girl I was going to do something with this story. I had no idea how crazy it was going to get. But through a series of events over the last few years, I realized this is my soul's purpose on this planet, to help others through this story. So I have a lot of ways to help a lot of people, and stay tuned. This is only just the beginning.
Guys, make sure 2024 you tune into the Lauren Friedman Experience, the new podcast hosted by Lauren Friedman herself. Now, let's get to the real story. The real story, the new R&B sensation in the house. Rave the Babe.
Hey.
Ray, what's going on?
Hey, everything's going on, guys, and nothing at all. Both things.
So tell the viewers a little bit about who Rave the Babe actually is.
So, okay, I will say that when I first started my music career, I would say just starting music, not my career. I have a twin brother named Jay Henny. He does music, and we would do music together. Well, it was Serenity at first. But then I started, going through life, and life started toughing me up a little bit. And so I had to come up with Rave the Babe.
You got to look at me.
Oh,
You're
okay.
looking at the camera. Okay, so turn your body a little bit. We'll cut this part out. So
Okay.
turn, that way you're comfortable and you're looking at me.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's do it again because we'll cut this part
You
out.
need to move your legs. I know I have same problems. I'm just saying, like, for me, it's like difficult.
yeah,
I get it.
that's better.
Trust me, I understand. He was like, turn this way. I was like, I can't.
Okay. So now we'll cut this part out and bring it back in.
Okay.
Okay, so tell the viewers a little bit about who Rave the Babe actually is.
All right. Well, when I first started my...
Let's do it again.
I'm sorry. Look, I keep
Looking at
doing
me.
it.
Don't look at the camera.
Yes.
You got to act like that's not even there. Okay,
Well,
one.
You did it good.
1, 2, 3. So tell me a little bit about who Rave the Babe is. You're from Indiana, North Vernon.
Yes.
Tell me that story.
Yes. So, with that story being said, my parents were pastors, and they had a pastor that was over them who told them to move to North Vernon.
Wait a minute, a pastor over a pastor?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
It was a little bit of a cult situation. I'm not gonna lie.
So you wind up moving from there at what age?
I want to say I was super young. I don't even remember because I was that young. I was really young, probably about 2.
You don't have any memories of Mount Vernon at all, do you?
I do, but
Really?
they were very like racist memories. Like my teacher wouldn't answer me. Kids would call me nigger. And,
Tell me some of those memories.
yes.
Wait, at 2 years old, you remember this?
No, I'm saying because I went to middle school and I grew
Oh,
up.
you grew up
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, I misunderstood
I
that.
ended up moving here in the middle of middle school finally, and then that's when I didn't have to deal with all that stuff. But
Yeah.
yes, it was like I went through oppression and kind of by myself. I mean, I had my siblings, but I was the only black girl at my school. And some of the kids didn't really see black people in their town. So I would get a lot of racist comments with the kids and the teachers.
What did your family say? Because you grew up in a church.
Well,
Were
they
you able
were
to share that with them?
yes, but they were always about how God turned the other cheek. That's what I was just supposed to do. So
how many times did you turn your cheek is the question.
Exactly. And so, but I will say that, even though I went through that, I didn't come out with hate towards anybody, just more of understanding that people don't understand. Mm-hmm. And, I have a mixed daughter, so I didn't come out hating nobody. I'm just saying. Right. But at the end of the day, it was hard. It was hard. It was like I was a little Rosa Parks sitting on the bus.
When
but that's real. That lives inside you.
Yes.
What made your family come to Indianapolis though? Because if North Vernon, Mount Vernon is south of Columbus, correct?
Yes.
It's not that far of a drive. What is it? Maybe 45 minutes to an hour to the Greenwood city limits or Indiana. What brought them to Indianapolis per se?
Well, my grandparents, they didn't like that we lived out there, and they saw, everything that we were going through. Mm-hmm. And my grandpa marched with Martin Luther King, so he kind of was like, no, I don't want my grandkids going through this, and, we've fought for this, so you shouldn't be having to, go backtracking. And
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm literally getting chills at
that.
Like, that's
so
like a
he came and got
story.
us and made us live with him in his house in Geis and things. And
that's
my
wonderful.
Grandparents,
Grew up in Geis?
Well, for a little while.
Okay.
A little while. Okay. I was actually grew up everywhere, all sides of town in Indianapolis. My mom moved a lot.
Okay.
It was a lot.
What was it like coming from an environment?
Thank you.
What was it like coming from an environment like Mount Vernon? And let me clarify something to the viewers. We're not knocking any cities in Indiana at all. This is her story. This was back probably when people wasn't ready to change.
Yes. There's still probably a lot of racist people out there.
Oh, yeah. It still is, yes.
So when you come here, leaving that situation, what was the impact like for you? You were still young, but now you're in a diverse cultural
It was
situation.
huge. It was huge because when I came back, I obviously kind of sound what some black people would say white.
Proper.
Yeah, proper. And so the black girls didn't like me. They thought that I was trying to be somebody I'm not. And I grew up that way, around those people. So I end up just talking, proper. And plus my family is proper anyway. They talk proper. It's just, it runs in the family.
Yes. Like it's a bad thing.
Oh, yeah. I dealt with a lot of bullying.
Because of the fact that you spoke a certain way.
Yes.
And that wasn't considered cultural language.
Mm-hmm.
And you were moving around, so you had to keep integrating. I also was bullied as a kid, upon moving very differently, but it's still very real.
Oh,
and this is part of you.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be a bad thing that your parents speak properly, right?
Exactly.
But to the community it is.
It is.
How did you deal with the bullying?
Well, to be honest, I didn't. My twin brother did.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't. He played no games about me. But yeah, he was there. He was the best football player on the team, and so he was like, anybody talking about my sister or messing with her, I know she's a sweetheart. Like, don't mess with her. Like, men and women, let's go.
How did you deal with the bullying? You mentioned you had been bullied.
Yeah, I dealt with it a lot. I actually was in therapy at 10 years old, but my family, I had rocks thrown at me at one point. My dad wanted to beat all those kids up. My mom's like, you can't do that. But yeah, it took a little bit. It was only like a year or two that I was bullied, but it was something that at the time felt very real. But in retrospect, I realized that I was actually while I was being bullied, I was actually breaking up fights with my parents at the same time. So I'm having chaos in my house. And that was around the same time that I knew I was going to do something with my story. I remember looking out my window, and I didn't even think the bullying was that bad. But in retrospect, getting rocks thrown at you isn't that great. Those are least of my problems at this point. But you know what I mean? It lives inside you.
How did you overcome all of this adversity that clearly at your age, you have to feel a sense of comfortability because you're around your own kind,
Yes.
and now you have to readjust what you thought would be a perfect environment. Now it's kind of like what the hell? How do you move forward
I thought
now?
I kind of almost felt like a mixed child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both sides don't like me, and so
I feel
you
the
know,
same way, by the way.
Yes, and but eventually, I just had to find my people and people who accept who I am, and telling me that nothing's wrong with me. I am who I am, and that's okay. That I grew up that way and that I talk proper and everything. You know.
What's
So.
it like to grow up in a spiritual household because your whole family came from that lineage? Do you feel kind of like, because your music is beautiful. We'll talk about that in a minute. Beautiful music,
Thank
beautiful
you.
lyrics, the whole 9 yards. I could be wrong, but how do you bring that into your household? Was your household more spiritual music? How did R&B and all that get in there?
We were only allowed to listen to spiritual music, godly music. We would get whoopings if we even got caught listening to anything else.
I already know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
How did you get Marvin Gaye and all that in your career?
What really got me, and it's actually a huge thing, and I'm ready to talk about it because maybe some people need to hear. But my father molested me, so it made me not believe in anything that he taught me. You know, it made me kind of rebel. So that's what made me start doing what I felt like doing instead of what my parents told me to do. You know, as an adult. You know, and it kind of I don't know. It just changed me. It made me figure out who I am instead of what they wanted me to be.
Thank you so much for sharing that, by the way. That's really tough, and I'm sure in a community of God, that's also really hard. So thank you. I know how hard. Survival mode is also your superpower. That's my superpower too.
Yes.
When that happened
Thank you.
to you, and I'm sorry that happened, especially from a man of the cloth,
Yes.
how long was these incidents taking place in your life, and how old were you when they were?
It happened one time, and I was 15. It was one enough, you know. My parents divorced and everything over it, and of course, and it took me a long time to get back to me, to get back from the shame, from feeling like a victim, you know, carrying that space around me. Now I'm more light, I'm more cool, I'm loving, you know, I don't carry that weight on me because someone talked to me and they told me that, you know, this person that did that to you, they're living their life and they're happy and they're not worried about what they did to you, and you're carrying this, you know, and they did it, so basically you're carrying their weight that they don't even, you know, have to carry. So I released it, and ever since then,
Were you and your father close prior?
Actually, yes, I love my father. And I still try to talk to him, even though that's crazy, but we don't see each other. I just check on him. He doesn't call me and ask if I'm okay.
Do you think, and I know this is hypothetical, most times when this happened, it's happened to the...
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling that it may have happened to him.
When you
I
shared
know.
it with your mom, did your mom say, hey, maybe this happened to your father?
When I shared it to my mom actually went into depression. She didn't want to believe anything, but my dad admitted it because my grandfather, who's in the military, came with his, you know, and was like, hey, what'd you do to my granddaughter? And he said, I did.
I mean, that's also a lot to carry, like your parents' divorce, your mom's own
It's
health
a lot.
issues. Like, that's a lot. I also am calling it the weight of shame. Let that shit go because it lives inside of
And
you.
it does. And I still carry that weight of shame. I feel like my family treats me a little different because they look at me with shame. You know, it's weird, you know, but I overcome all of it, and I just keep.
What's the relationship with your father and the grandfather, his father, knowing that this situation took place? Like,
I never got to meet my grandparents on my dad's side. They haven't been in his life, so maybe that's a part of the reason, you know, of why he is the way he is, and why he was able to follow a cult so easy and things of that nature.
You said something that was pretty. How old are you, Rave?
I'll be 35 in December this year.
Man, this is great. I thought you was like 22, 23 years old. Lord,
Everybody thinks that.
Black
You
don't
should see
cry.
my daughter. People think that we're sisters.
I love
Like
that.
she's taller than me.
Black definitely does not
Thank
cry.
you.
With you mentioned something that was really profound here. You mentioned that you've come to grips with it and you're able to talk about it. And I appreciate you coming on my show,
Thank you for
sharing
having
it,
me.
because I didn't. This is completely unrehearsed. But my question is to you. You shared something about you still love your father, and you've been trying to reach out to him. What is it that you want to tell your father?
To be honest with you, like he kind of knows how I feel. I just keep wanting what we had, and I know it's not gonna ever be, but I don't know how to stop wanting it.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually can help you. This is like actually like what I'm doing is helping people figure out ways to heal from all of this, because I've also been through a lot of crazy things, and what everything you're talking about is exactly what the people that I went to my trauma retreat have been through, and what I have, similar things. I also didn't have a relationship with my father, who also never met his father. All of these
yes,
things.
we
I
definitely
did have a
need to
relationship,
connect.
but also only music can save us. And
Yes. And that's what's
ultimately-
been happening.
Yes.
And my music, my modeling, I write movies. I actually have 2 right now that's in production, Whimsical Land.
I love that.
And that's how I get the pain out. That's how I'm happy. That's my family, that's my love, is my artistry.
Hold that thought.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
We really
I'm
have
trying
to
not
talk more,
cry.
because this is like amazing. Honestly,
absolutely.
you're speaking. I'm actually eventually going to make a movie. I'm not sure if it's a movie series called Only Music Can Save
Thank
Us, and
you.
educate about mental health through
I
music.
definitely would
Yeah,
love to be
because it's
part
true.
of that. It
Music is a
does.
big part of my story too.
It does.
All right, we're gonna take it from that. Okay, so we'll slice and put it back in. So there's clearly some things that are unresolved on both situations, from what you went through and what you went through. Have you been to therapy to address this?
No, I haven't. I have, I guess, like in my mind, because I just think I'm just so smart. And I'm not. Sometimes I'm not. I just think that I know what they're going to say and they're going to do, and it's not going to help me. But I need to not think that way, and I need to open my mind and let that, help me, because I do need something.
Everybody says that, by the way. Everyone thinks that they don't need it.
I
But trauma
definitely know I do
therapy
need
is
it.
trauma
Yes.
therapy is the answer.
Yes,
I
I
can
do
help
need
you.
it. I know I need it. I like. I
No, but
know I
crying
need
is
it.
good that you're able to cry. Like, I wasn't able to cry until like 2 years ago. It's really bad for
Yes.
my lashes. But you understand that,
Believe me, I was trying not to.
Well, your lashes still look great. But
you.
that's good that you're able to at least release that, because it's not living inside you to the same degree that it could, So that's really good.
Yes.
You're doing what you can.
Thank you.
I'll help you find some resources.
On a I'm gonna change the narrative a little bit, because I know this is an emotional topic, and
I do want to talk about one more emotional thing.
go right ahead. This is your show. Go right ahead.
2 years ago, my mom died. So, yeah, I've been through a lot after that
How
happened.
close was your mom to you?
Really?
You said your mom basically was in a state of denial when you shared it with her.
Yes.
Do you think she carried this with her?
Oh yeah, because she would always ask me. She actually got molested when she was a child, and she would always ask me and my sister, let me know if your dad or your brothers are doing anything to you. And so, the day that I did tell her, she didn't believe me. It was a complete shock, because it was like, but she was in shock. She went into complete shock, because they were together for 16 years. So I can only imagine being with somebody for that long and being so in love with them, and never thinking that they would do something like that, and trying to get your mind to even come to grips with that.
I'm sure there was a part of her subconscious that
Oh
really
no!
knew it.
Before she
left,
she told me that she believed me, and that she was so sorry for all the pain that she caused me for saying that she didn't, and made everything better.
I'm getting chills.
With that said, I'm sorry for the loss of your mom. I'm sorry
Thank
for
you.
all of that you went through. But now you have to look at life in a total different.
Yes.
Let me put it like this: you shouldn't have to live in a fear-based world.
Yes.
But that particular incident can cause fear of the unknown because now you have your own child.
Exactly.
And you have a beautiful fiance and whodunit beats and so forth. How does he help you navigate with the loss of your mom and your openness with what you went through? How does he help you?
He's just there. He's like my best friend. So he talks to me, I can let out my emotions. He won't judge me. But yeah, that's how he's there. He just
Well, he's awful quiet too.
exactly. So he'll listen. He'll listen
the
to
best
anything
kind of
all the
husband.
time. Exactly. He'll listen. But yeah, that's how he's there. And also he's there because he's pushed me with my music. I'm very shy sometimes. I'm outgoing, but with my creatives, I can be shy. And that's why nobody knows Rave the Babe and stuff. But he's pushed me because he heard me write my first song, My Body, and he's on that song. And I've written songs before then, but I've never came out and like, hey, I did this. And, it was just little spots in my brother's music, that I would come into. And I just was like, this is fun, but I don't want to, like, everybody to know. I don't want to be no Cardi B or nothing.
Well, it's hard after you've also experienced so much trauma in your life between, how you grew up and then with your father.
Yes.
So I struggle with the same things. I understand.
When did you start getting involved in writing music and doing music in general? Because you suffered trauma at such a young age. You dealt with bullying. You dealt with identity. Not saying identity meaning you, but
I definitely did. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, like when did music
figure out who I am
Yeah.
with all of this around me?
Sure, every day you still deal with it. I know
I
I
still
do.
do.
Every single day.
Yeah, but I have learned a lot about myself, and I love that because at first I didn't know anything about me. I just knew what my parents wanted me to do, and they would, tell me things like, God, I would go to hell if I even thought of anything bad and stuff like this. So
Wow.
it was really deep. I went through a lot of traumatic things because I would try to not think of bad things, so I wouldn't go to hell. And if I did think of bad things, I was scared all day long. Like, is he coming? Is he right behind me? It was.
How did
crazy.
music enter your life though? You get
Well,
what they say, music is a savage
So
beast.
no, music entered
only
my
music
life
can save
because,
us.
to be honest with you, my mom she was actually like the lead choir lady in the church, so she could sing really like an angel. And then my brother, he actually signed with Warner's Brothers, so he's very musically talented. My family is musically talented. My grandfather was in a jazz band growing up and stuff. So music is engraved in our lives. My brother always had a studio, a music studio growing up in our house. So it was always music there. One day, he had to open up for...
You don't lit up now.
Yeah, because one day he had to open up for Twista.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
That's
so
awesome.
he was writing a song, and I'm sitting here listening to the beat, and I wrote my part, and he didn't know I wasn't even supposed to be on part of the song. When I told him my part, he lost it and was like, "You got to be on here, and you got to open up." We opened up for Twister, my first song ever that I wrote.
How was
That's
that? And
so
I love
cool.
Twister.
It was
Me
amazing.
too.
We were back there eating chicken wings and drinking alcohol, and he was telling
love
me
that.
to follow my dreams, stay focused, and don't let nothing stop me. That's what he said.
And that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you like? What do you like? This is new for you. I mean, it's been in your DNA,
But it's still new.
but it's still new for you.
Yes.
What are you learning from your craft, and what are you learning from one of the best beat producers out there who done it beats? I got to give him his props. We play his music. So.
Yes.
But what are you learning from them? Because this is new for you.
Well, I'm learning from him everything, really, to have confidence in myself, first of all, because that's something that I struggle with still. And I just performed at the Rich Fest.
That was big.
And I was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Awesome.
I was so scared. I even passed out after because I'm not gonna lie, I passed.
Oh my gosh!
But it was a count of me. I didn't eat that day because I was
All
supposed to
the
be on at
things.
2:30. You know how that
Yeah.
show goes. So it was a lot of things that were happening. One of my dancers were complaining because she was so hot and her makeup was falling off, and we had to go. You know, it was a lot. But when I got on stage, I left all that behind me, and I just put my all into it. And I was like, "This is it. Like, this is my time to shine, and I'm not letting none of that stop me."
You did a straight up Eminem.
Yes, I got up there.
I'm so proud of you.
What was that like for you to perform like that? And I heard that was a great event. I was asked to attend, but we had guests on that day. But I heard it was
amazing.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Everybody in the community was pretty much there. There were no fights, no crazy stuff happening. Everybody was just supporting each other, and everybody got a clap. Everybody got a woo. You know, it was just amazing.
How did you
really
feel
was
performing
amazing.
though? How did you feel?
To be honest, when I opened up for Twister, that was 6 years ago. So I consider that my first time performing at Rich Fest, and excuse me, he got me drinking, y'all, bourbon. I can't drink without bourbon, but I felt really amazing because I couldn't believe that I got over my fear of getting on there and doing that. Like I can do movies all day in front of people, and I can do modeling all day in front of people, but singing is a different thing. It's more personal. You know, you did that. You wrote that. You're singing that. You, like, not a whole cast, you know, so it's personal. And I'm sensitive with my craft, you know, so the fact that I got the crowd going and everybody's like, oh my gosh, and rushing me off the stage when I got off to get my autograph, to know who I am, it really made me feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. This is where I'm supposed to be. And I shine like a diamond.
Your mom
like
was
that.
shining down on you.
Why does she just think the same thing?
Because I know, because I've been thinking about it. I'm intuitive like that.
Yes, she
I really
is.
am.
I love her, y'all.
I love you already.
So the new song that I like, the body. I want to get it right. I know you want my body, or is that it?
It's called My Body.
My body. Tell me the story behind this song.
So the story actually behind this song is, I wanted to, because I know that sex sells, but I also wanted to put a message in there. After you got past the, I see you staring at me, I know you want my body, I start saying things about us queens. I stand by the ocean, I ride the waves. Body language translate as I say. I skip to the G-fly and I get high. I don't contemplate as time goes by. Flow through the glow of my atmosphere. Fall victim to the rhythm that my time is here. Though shading is a fade of my clementine. You can do you and I can claim mine. I manifest the birth of success. I am the queen of the dawn, so don't press. So I'm just giving young women confidence in themselves. They got tricked by that. I see you staring at me. I know you, and then I come in with that knowledge.
I love it. Your job. You know what's crazy? My necklace actually says "I'll ride the wave where it takes me." It's from. It's actually from a Pearl Jam song, so it's the same thing. You know?
I love that.
Ride the wave.
That's right. Ride the wave.
When how much of your pain from what you went through is in your lyrics?
Every single piece and part, and every single part of me. Anytime I feel anxious about anything I've been through, I get my pen and my out and I write. I put beats on. I write movies. You know, I write little stories. It just kind of gets my pain out. And I just started doing the dancing thing too. So I'm trying to incorporate everything that I love to do and not being like, oh, I do too much. It's too much that I'm doing, you know.
Do you think you're doing too much?
Well, people say, you know, that don't do anything will tell me that I'm doing too much.
Those that sit idle and see activity, you're doing too much.
Yes.
By the way, though, it's cathartic, and I'm a writer too by nature. So like, I also write. We're gonna collab.
Oh, we definitely are.
But it's really healthy, and I also write everything down,
Yes.
like every single day. So I get what you're saying.
Me and her gonna be pen
You like
Yeah,
that?
we literally just
We're
became best friends. Yeah, we
Sorry.
really did.
And I love this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to this Sunday and the game. You know, we're gonna get to it.
So, are you an independent artist? Correct.
Yes, I am.
Why did you choose to be an independent artist? I'm just curious. We have a lot of the young entertainers come on here, and I ask them that question. Why do you prefer to be in this day and age? Why is being an independent artist so important to you?
My identity and who I am is important. I want to keep that. I know that bringing in other things can kind of change who you are, and I just want to bring the authentic me, to people, and I don't want to have to change because a label wants me to look a certain way, or a manager's draining me, because I would love a manager if they, that everything, they cross the dots and dot the I's. I know that was backwards, but you know what I'm saying.
We know what you're saying, and you're gonna get there. By the way,
Thank you.
You could own your own story, and
Thank
you could dress
you.
the way you want. You could talk the way you want.
Thank you.
You don't have to change for anybody. That's all about healing.
Thank you. And then there's also my daughter who can sing like crazy. She sounds like Adele. She
How old
sounds
is she?
like she will be 14 in January.
Y'all should collab.
And her voice, people cry, people get chills when they hear her. It's like a healing. She has a healing.
It runs
aura
in the
about her.
family.
Yes, but she's way better than me.
I doubt it.
Oh my God. She's my mother is what she is. Ooh,
You guys should collab.
we should.
Musical family.
Yes.
Before
Thank
we wrap up,
She heals me.
you've been blessed to be in the midst of some great Indiana talent.
Absolutely.
We have the Alley E, we have Dempsey, we have Dead Silence, we have 12,
Yes.
Damon Call.
Yes.
I hope I didn't leave nobody out. We have tons of up and coming talent here. K Hugs, you name it, we got it here. Who are some of your favorite inspirational local artists that you came in contact with?
I would say Kiana Flowers. I love her music. It's very, very different. It's kind of country to me. Don't kill me, Kiana. And plus, both our names are Kiana, and we have this this spiritual thing going on where
Right.
we just read each other. It's weird, and you know that our name means that we lead people. And we really naturally do without trying, both me and her. So she's a competitor, and I'm more of a person where I don't compete. I am who I am. You can't compete with me because I am me and you are you. And so we do this all the time where, like, I just did my performance. She's like, oh, my God, I got to compete with you. I'm like, girl, do your thing. You compete with yourself.
Exactly.
so-
you could enhance each other.
Yes.
So
That's
do
all I'm
I
all about
see
that.
a collaboration?
Oh, we are.
Okay,
We're actually thinking about a Kiana and Kiana podcast.
I love that.
Because
okay,
we're
okay.
funny and silly and
I
all
love
of that.
Kiana squared.
She's more cover up, and I'm more so we're gonna get both of that, conservative. She's the conservative Kiana and I'm the crazy Kiana.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come on to the show and share such a beautiful story. Definitely unscripted. I wasn't prepared for you being so transparent with what happened to you in your developmental stages of life. Before we wrap up, leave the viewers with some words of inspiration. You definitely put your craft into your work. Your music is beautiful. We love that you're giving us the opportunity to play it on the I Am Beast radio station. Leave the viewers with what keeps you going.
Okay, viewers. What keeps me going is my daughter. She is me, but 3, 5, 6, 100 times better. And she amazes me. She is very in tune like an adult. She does not let me feel certain things. She's a blocker of pain. Mm-hmm. And she's like an angel on this earth. Everybody who meets her thinks she's an indigo child. Like, she's just amazing. And my mom, I feel like she gifted me her, you know, so that when she's gone, I have something that's her, but even more.
So someone told me that I was an indigo child and a rainbow child.
Oh yes, and
Yeah.
I've heard that about myself too.
Yeah.
I guess I'm so humble that it's hard for me to
Own your power.
and I need to, because
gonna help you do
my
that.
friends say that they're like, you have so much power within you, but you're so humble. You're too
You
humble.
can be humble and have power. You don't have to.
I have to find the balance.
I'm gonna help you do that. We're gonna do it.
Thank you.
Rave the Babe in the house.
Rave the Babe.
How can people reach out to you for appearances and so forth? How can we reach out to you?
So, I will first give you my email, Kiana Young, KeyonaYoung 08@gmail.com. You can also find me on TikTok as Kiana Young /Rave the Babe. You can find me on Instagram as Rave the Babe 02. And then you can find me on Facebook as Kiana Young /Rave the Babe.
That's some serious social media. Lauren Friedman, The Experience. How can the viewers reach out to you to follow you for your new up and coming podcast?
Yeah, thank you so much. So it's as in THE_LF Experience on Instagram as well as TikTok, and then on YouTube, and my email and my website is the-LF Experience, or no, the-LFE.
Yes,
So-
get it right, y'all. Y'all better go see her.
We're
Y'all
gonna,
better go follow
post
her.
it somewhere for you.
Yes,
I updated
You
it
want to
all.
follow her, believe me.
Ladies, thank you for being on the show. Once again, this is Rave the Babe, the Lauren Friedman Experience new podcast 2024 coming out. This has been another exciting episode of the Andre the Beast Crayton show.